Okay, so this is a fairly typical scenario in my experience. The crazy thing is the solicitor, at least in part, is complying with the rules on bundles. The rules are called Practice Direction 27A. You might want to Google that. That contains everything you need to know about a trial bundle, but we're afraid to ask. Now, there's a strict timetable for bundles, and one of the timetables is that both parties should be provided with a copy of the bundle index not less than 4 working days before the hearing. So if you've got the bundle index Friday at 1 o'clock for hearing 10 a.m. on the Monday, that's not following the rules. The second part you mentioned is that you've included documents that have not been added to the bundle. That is within the rules. Now, the way it works is that if both parties represented, the applicant's solicitor is the one that composes the bundle. If one party is represented and one party isn't, the party with the solicitor composes the bundle. If neither party's got a got a solicitor, often the court will assume that you don't know how to do bundles. Now, the crazy thing here is that the bundle index needs to be agreed where possible. Can you imagine how often bundle index is not agreed? So let me give you a scenario, perhaps a little bit cynical. You send documents that you'd really like to be included in the bundle, and your ex's solicitor looks at the documents and decides they're not relevant, or for whatever reason, they're not going in the bundle. Or perhaps there's an admin error, or perhaps they just plain didn't see the email. So the documents don't go into a bundle. Now, you'd think that when you get to the court hearing and you explain this to the court, that the court will take the person who's put the bundle, person that's put the bundle together, your ex's solicitor, and hasn't put your documents in, take them to task, tell them that it's very wrong for them to do that, and all relevant documents need to go into the bundle. Nope, doesn't work like that. But the most likely scenario is the judge may give them a light ticking off. They may or may not include documents that you take along at the last minute. Your ex's solicitor will probably argue that the bundles haven't been submitted in line with Practice Direction 27A, so we ask the court disregards them. So you could be left in a court hearing with your documents that you need not before the court, not being looked at. You might not even get a copy of the bundle index at all. You say that you got a copy at 1 o'clock on Friday. I've known it on many occasions for people in your situations not to be given a bundle at all, or to be given a bundle just as they're about to be walking into the court hearing. It's an ambush. I'd say that. They'd say it's an oversight and no disrespect is meant to the court. So you get into court and you point this out, and the judge at most will say, well, there's been enough delay in this case already. We can't relist this hearing for another date, so we'll give you half an hour to go through the bundle, or maybe we just need to go through it and just get going. So now that's the end of it. What do you do about it? So in the scenario that we are talking about here, very often we'll say to people, put your own bundle together. Now, if there are any solicitors out here, they're going to hate this. They're going to say, well, you're breaking Practice Direction on 27A, and the court will be confused and irritated by 2 bundles, and it's completely inappropriate. And if you're not happy about how bundles have been constructed, it's something you could raise in the court hearing. Of course they will. I would rather that you risk offending a court and your ex-partner's solicitor, who of course will be offended, by putting a bundle in that contains all the information that needs to go into it, than not putting it in at all and getting to a hearing and getting to a very important hearing and finding you've got no documents at all. If you're going to do this, you need to make sure that your bundle is better than theirs. Google Practice Direction 27A. If you need the help of someone like us, get in touch with us. We can do bundles that are a work of art. We've often been commended by the court for producing better bundles than the solicitor. We've done many hearings where there have been 2 bundles. You don't go to court with no evidence. It's an ambush at worst, and at best it's an admin error. But either way, you're going to be the one in a final hearing or a contested hearing with no evidence at all, trying to make your case and finding that it's even harder than it should be. Sorry this happened, but I hope this helps.